Here is a square that I've done for the blanket. So basically what I did was I cast on 40 and then I knit 2 blue, 2 pink, 2 blue, 2 pink, and then I basically did it up to 39. So I finished on the blue. I quite like to finish and start on the same colour, but you could, if you wanted to make it the extra 40 rows, you could just do another row of pink. So this is what I would consider to be the front side, and then this is the back side, which is kind of a bit nice and can be a kind of funky effect as well if you wanted to go for that. Okay, so I've cast on 8 stitches and I have knitted a row, and I'm going to start now by attaching the next colour. So we just tie a little knot around here, the second colour, and basically we can just move that up to the very top there, and now we ignore the blue, and now we're knitting with the pink. So we'll do a couple of rows with the pink, and then we will switch back to the blue. You can only switch back after an even number, because obviously the wool is at one end, is not at both ends. You can do like 2 rows, 4 rows, 6 rows. Once you're kind of hitting 6 rows, when you carry the wool up the side, it doesn't look as good. It's kind of a bit more obvious and a bit harder to hide in your project. So I would generally do my little pattern rows of 2 or else of 4. So there's our 2 rows done with the pink now. And now we're going to make sure that's tight enough. And now we're going to get the blue, and we're going to start again with the blue. So we'll knit away with the blue here. And once again, we're going to do our 2 rows because we have to come back to where the pink is here. We can't. I can show you at the end here what it would look like if we tried to switch at that point. So say we were trying to do our pink here, then it would have to go all the way across the whole project, so it wouldn't be good. So we're going to knit back now, and then I'll do another couple of rows of pink, and then we can have a little look and see how it turned out. Again, so once again make sure we're tight with our last colour, and we're taking our pink and we just bring it up in front of, sorry, I got twisted in the tail there, bring it up in front of the blue, and then we'll do our 2 rows here. You're going to see in a second where the colour changes, so it's important when you're doing your project to think about at which point you're going to start changing your colours, because there's a kind of like a right side, which is here, which looks kind of cute, and then there's the wrong side, which is here, which kind of works, but you see the way you can see here where the colour has changed, so it's not an even, so see that looks neater. Okay, enjoy. So here's a stripy one in the corner. Basically do 40, so 20 of each. And it sits nicely in the corner. It's a nice straight one. Give the blanket a bit of shape. Here also is a hat that I've done in this kind of a stitch. So basically I did it in stockinette rather than garter, but it works just as well. So I cast on 80. I did basically rib for the first 10 rows, so it was 2 plain, 2 purl, 2 plain, 2 purl, and then I was changing the colour after every second row, and then after I had done my 10 I then did plain purl white, plain purl purple, plain purl white, plain purl purple, and went the whole way up until it was big enough and then decreased. And there, that's what the inside of that looks like. And then here's another one that I have lying around, so same kind of idea.